Captain's log, stardate 6169.3. While delivering supplies to outposts near Klingon and Romulan space, we received a distress signal from the Romulan Neutral Zone.
On screen, Captain.
This is Sub-Commander Guyon of the Warbird Infinitus. We are under attack. Assist us, please.
Transmission jammed at the source, sir. The transmission originated on the Romulan side of the Neutral Zone.
Captain, this could be a setup. The Romulans might be trying to lure us into a treaty violation.
We can't interfere in Romulan business. Take us to our next mission. Set course, warp factor 8. I'm not going to ignore a distress call, even if it is a Romulan. Captain's log, supplemental. In answer to a distress signal, we are crossing the Romulan Neutral Zone in violation of treaty. We are approaching the source of the distress signal.
We are now entering the Romulan Neutral Zone.
Raising shields.
Captain, a Romulan warbird is approaching toward us on an intercept course.
Hail it, Uber.
I have an audio response only.
So, now it is the Federation that tries to stop me from winning my prize.
Romulan ship is approaching on an attack vector.
Arming weapons. Disarming weapons.
Captain, 4 Romulan warbirds are on an intercept course.
We're being hailed. The commander wishes visual contact.
On screen.
This is Commander Starius of the Invictus.
Commander, we were responding.
Explanations are unnecessary, Captain. We thank you for your humanitarian response to the Infinitus distress signal, and we recognize that you destroyed the rogue warbird in self-defense. We will overlook violations of treaty this time.
How kind of you.
Captain, we have discovered a mutual threat, a race of beings that seems determined to manipulate a wide variety of life forms that call themselves the Brassica. If you have encountered them, it may be in both of our interests to exchange information.
Spock, transmit all we know about the Brassica to the Romulans. I've heard the name, but we know next to nothing about them. I don't think we can help you. Brassica? I've never heard of them. Spock, transmit all I've heard the name, but we know next to nothing about them.
Perhaps if you come across this information, we can share it. Please leave Romulan space as quickly as possible. The longer you stay, the more difficult it becomes to ignore this incident.
Understood, helmsman. Set course for Federation space. This day is not going well.
Captain, we have an emergency message from Starfleet. Code 1.
That's a planetary catastrophe.
On screen.
Captain, a very large alien ship is about to land on the planet Atabis in the Klingon Neutral Zone. The aliens stated that they intend to land in the midst of the capital city. Then the ship cut communications with us. Since then, all attempts to contact the alien craft have failed. You are the closest starship to Atabis. We want you to evaluate the situation and safeguard the colonists. We need you to make contact with the aliens.
Lowering shields, Captain.
Alien ship in sensor range. I detect one Klingon battlecruiser on a parallel course.
The Klingon commander is hailing us.
On screen.
Greetings, Enterprise. Welcome to Atabis. I am Captain Klarr.
What are you doing here? And I am Captain Kirk. Greetings yourself. I take it that this is not your vessel. What are you doing here? And I am Captain Kirk. Greetings yourself.
I appreciate your courtesy, Captain. I wish to inform you that we mean the colonists no harm. You have my word that I intend to take no action against them. As you know, this is neutral space. I have as much right to be here as you. If you do not question this right, I believe that we are capable of bridging any misunderstandings that might arise in this delicate situation. I have always admired the Federation's diplomatic abilities. I believe we both have more important matters on our minds. Until later, Captain.
Well, it never rains, but pours. Mr. Sulu, take us into a parallel course with the alien ship.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Sensors appeared to be experiencing malfunctions. Fascinating. Some anomalous readings are reoccurring. That would indicate that the ship itself is changing in unexpected ways. I have no explanation for the phenomenon. I have found at least one area that is suitable for transport.
We're beaming aboard the alien vessel. Have Dr. McCoy meet us in the transporter room. Spock, come with me. Lieutenant Uhura, if its communication system is malfunctioning, then we'll need you.
Yes, Captain.
Mr. Scott, you have the comm. We have to find a way to help these people.
Captain, individuals on this ship appear to be suffering, perhaps from certain mental disorders. Were I to examine them, I might be able to determine something more.
Captain, this place gives me the willies. I feel like I'm on a yellow alert without knowing why.
I find the situation in this room disturbingly irrational at first impression, Captain. I suggest we endeavor to understand what we see around us in order to make a sensible analysis.
I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise. What's going on here? Who's in charge?
Nobody's really in charge. Maybe the phase. That's one of the things that makes me so nervous. Nobody's really in charge. I try to take charge of little things like making sure the lights work. I don't like the dark. Are you gonna be in charge now? Maybe you should talk to the phase first.
The phase? What's the phase? Why don't you just tell me what's going on here? If you need help, the Federation has many resources. Would you tell me about this ship? Why are you going to land in a town on Atabis? What phase? What's the phase?
We contemplate our phase. Some of our people think they're the ones who keep everything going. Sometimes they tell us things to do. They remind some people when to eat. Otherwise, they'd forget. I don't forget, but that's because I'm smart. If you want to, you can probably talk to the phase in the oratory. The builders built the oratory. The room there to the south, they built the garden north. If you're hungry or if your head ain't feeling right, there's food and such in the hall. Through there, the west door. The rest hall is through the east door, but you might have to wait for one of the beds. The builders were just so logical. They thought of everything. You can go anywhere.
You know, Jim, I don't think there's much more he can tell us. I can take a tricorder reading on him if you think it's appropriate. His mental activity is very high, but doesn't seem pathologic, Jim. Respiratory activity indicates a high degree of anxiety by comparison with others of his race. Now, that much stress is unhealthy if this is a chronic state.
This person seems normal for his race, if perhaps slightly agitated.
Go away! You'll get it dirty. I can't stand a dirty table.
Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise. Who are you?
Jakesy.
What can you tell me about this place, Jakesy? Can I play with the blocks, Jakesy? Can you smile for me, Jakesy? Is there something you want, Jakesy?
The sweet-faced adult shakes his head no.
I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise. Who are you?
Jakesy.
What can you tell me about this place, Jakesy? Can I play with the blocks, Jakesy?
The sweet-faced adult shakes his head no.
Methinks you peasants should know your place and speak only when royalty speaks first to you. What a noble-looking woman you are. You have my permission to speak. What a noble-looking woman you are. You have my permission to speak. You stand out remarkably, bearing yourself like a queen. Yet these Carls do not treat you as royalty. Surely you have royal blood flowing in your veins?
Bloodlines do not dictate who we listen to. We weigh a person's worth by their actions. My leader here is Captain Kirk, an admirable man. Speak with him. My ancestors ruled in the lands of Kush and Timbuktu. We may speak as peers, you and I. Royalty recognizes royalty, does it not? Look on me and decide for yourself. You will know. Bloodlines do my ancestors...
Oh, I am so glad to find another of royal blood. I am so tired of sitting here all the time, but whenever I leave, thralls and lesser folk plant their fundaments on the great throne, and that's just not acceptable. I know you'll mind the proprieties and not let anyone else sit on the throne. And now, I'll finally be able to go and get some rest.
Managed to untwist a length of wire and a light bar.
A sleeper ship. Is there a more primitive way to achieve star travel?
There are generation ships, Captain. Although I hesitate to engage in speculation, these people might have been the descendants of the original passengers, not the passengers themselves.
Given what I've seen, Spock, I don't think they'd survive as a generation ship. I'm surprised they've survived as long as they have.
An astute observation, Doctor. I am impressed.
As much as I hate to break up this newly formed Mutual Admiration Society, we have work to do.
I think the youngster looks a little wan, either from lack of the right foods or insufficient exercise, and there don't seem to be others his age he could pal around with.
I believe this room shows that this was in fact a sleeper ship, Captain. Notice the beds. They appear to be in general use now, but show every evidence of being cryo-sleep pods initially.
As institutionalized as this room appears, Captain, you can see people have done a few things to make it more their own. I wouldn't be surprised if people stash trinkets away, things that have use and meaning to no one but them. Then again, I am definitely not going to suggest we go looking. Some of these beds don't appear to have been changed in longer than I want to think about.
Hi there, I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise. Who are you?
I'm Stan Bob. Did my mom say I could talk to you?
Why, yes, she did. What can you tell us about things going on here? No, not exactly. We'd like to know what you can tell us about things going on here, though. I don't know that we've seen your mother. Still, if you can tell us something about what's going on here, we would appreciate knowing it.
I don't
don't think my mom would want me to talk to you. Please go away and stop bothering me.
Keep back! I don't recognize you, you strangers! Rekabak, Gormagon, you recognize these people?
No, Tusken, we sure don't.
Keep them away. Keep them away from me. They'll hurt us. They're out to get us, I tell you. Have I ever been wrong?
No, Tusken, you kept us safe, and we keep you safe. We won't let them get you.
You people don't want to come any closer. Honest, I don't want to have to hurt any of you. It's just that Tusken won't like it. I hope you don't mind, but you really have got to stay back.
Protect me. They're after me.
We'll hurt you, so just stay back.
We really don't want to hurt you, you know, but you gotta stay back.
The tricorder informs me that the Klingon boarding crew has just beamed into the adjacent room, Captain.
You are Kirk. I am Klarr, Captain of the Paul-Ya. This is my aide.
These Klingons are so innovative in their introductions.
Shh! I'm Captain James T. Kirk, commanding the USS Enterprise. These are my crew, Science Officer Spock, Lieutenant Uhura, and Dr. McCoy. What can I do for you, Captain Klarr?
You can avoid interfering with me or my man as we look around the ship, the same as you. And with the same air of mutual goodwill, we will avoid interfering with your activities. Unless we have cause to think your actions in some way threaten us or the Empire we represent.
We do not threaten the Klingon Empire, Captain Klarr, nor its legitimate representatives.
Then there will be no difficulties between us, will there? We will leave you to your investigations now and carry on our own. You won't mind if we're in the room, will you?
We'd consider it a mark of our mutual respect, Captain, if you don't get in our way and we won't get in yours.
If you want the bear, you'll have to beat me at this game of chess.
A complex situation. However, check and mate.
How'd you do that?
He cheated you, brother. He must have cheated you.
No, that's a legal move. Here, take the bear. I promised, and I do what I say.
I think it's a dumb game. That's what I think of this game. I think it's a dumb game. That's what I think of this game.
He gathers together the blocks and gives them out to you.
You get blocks now?
He smiles broadly as you take the blocks.
We are just here to look around, Captain. I'm sure you don't mind.
Would it matter if we did?
Your doctor's discourtesy, though indirect, does no credit to your party, Captain Kirk. I would have expected better when we have done nothing to warrant rudeness.
We need not interfere with one another's activities, I think. The food supply may be at the crux of the problem on the ship. I recommend a close examination of the ship's food whenever possible.
Captain, it appears that the inhabitants of this ship take it as given that food and medication go naturally together. With all respect to Dr. McCoy, I would dislike having a physician medicating all food that passed my lips.
Captain, I'm seeing all these people as being under medication, or needing to be. And they're all unhealthy in one way or another. It really doesn't surprise me that they associate food and medicine. Their veins are probably always swimming with some chemical stew.
Captain, I think that woman looks like someone we should talk with.
Hi there, I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise. Who are you? Are you feeling all right, ma'am? Can you tell me what the problem is? You look so sad. Would it help to tell us why you look so down? Hi there, I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise. You look so sad. Would it...
Do you have any children, sir? I do, a son, and I've just not treated him right. Tried to do right, but everything died, and I can't give him what he wants, what I think he needs.
A mother's job can be difficult. I'm sure you did your best for your son. Would you tell me about him? What is it you can't give him? What died? Did you hurt somebody? Something? A mother's job can be difficult. I'm sure you did your best for your son. Would you tell me about him? What is it you can't give him?
Little Stam Bob. I tried to feed him right, give him safe food. He really likes fresh fruit. Now he can't have it anymore, and it's all my fault.
Ma'am, hold on to this idea. It may not be your fault at all. We'll try to help. You have my word. Your son still loves you just for trying. Of that I'm certain. He wouldn't want you to be so sad. Ma'am, hold on to this idea. It may not be your fault at all. We'll try to help. You have my word.
The woman's eyes brim with tears, and she can't continue the conversation. These plants look brown, pinched, and wilted, although their root systems are as well developed as those in the other hydro bins. Attached is a sealed metal keg with a feeder hose attachment on top. A trace of greenish mold rims the connection joint.
Chlorophyll-based plant species. Minor evidence of opportunistic disease incursion, but that appears to be secondary to reduction in overall plant vigor.
A little recalibration. Not like these are people, after all. These plants are dying, Jim, no doubt about it. Basically, they're starving to death for lack of active organic compounds. Fertilizer, basically. I'd say most important, a certain soluble phosphorus, nitrogen, ammonia, and calcium compounds.
The feeder hose comes free and a mechanism pulls it out of the way. But a terrible stench rises out of the container, smelling like many things died in there long ago. The nutrient broth in this container has become contaminated. It should be disinfected before the container can be reused. The container heats up rapidly and foul-smelling smoke pours out of the small opening on the top.
This container must be refilled with nutrient broth before it is replaced for use.
Two feeder hoses roll out on wired mechanisms and insert into the container. From one flows a clear liquid nearly filling the container. The other hose just makes burping noises.
Blocks are an unusual organic substance high in compounds of phosphorus, nitrogen, ammonia, and calcium. In this form, the chemicals are inert and make a practical non-toxic toy.
The blocks fit through the opening, splashing as they plunge into the liquid. The container heats up slowly and the sound of bubbling echoes from inside. You stop and the container quickly cools.
I think that did it, Captain.
You take the metal keg. You settle the container back into the niche it was removed from. The feeder hose, looking shiny and clean, rides out on some mechanism and reattaches to the newly filled container. You hear gurgling and see the nutrient broth begin swirling through the liquid medium. The dying plants seem to perk up before your very eyes.
A hydroponics room, Captain. The console against the wall appears to be a workbench.
A shame there aren't any flowers, Captain, but the lushness of the greenery is still very pleasant.
This might be a nice little garden if they added some rustic wooden benches and a little fountain, I guess.
This reminds me of the Arboretum on Calliope 3, except the equipment didn't look this advanced.
Captain, we have just been thoroughly and efficiently scanned.
Please identify yourselves. You haven't been in to see me before, have you?
I'm Captain James T. Kirk, commanding the USS Enterprise. These others are my crew. Science Officer Spock, Lieutenant Uhura, and Dr. McCoy. Who are you?
We are the Fays. Did not your parents speak of me?
Captain, note that it identifies itself only erratically in the singular I, and a blend of voices typifies its communication.
Are you suggesting it is a hive mind, Mr. Spock? Or is the voice synthesizer simply programmed for a harmonic chord of voices?
Inconclusive. It may also be that an array of otherwise independent machines have been linked to provide the requisite computing power, although that is an antique and unsophisticated method of achieving this level of intelligence at odds with the overall level of sophistication and evidence. I suggest we pay close attention to both its actions and its words.
Fays, why would our parents have spoken to you?
I am here to care for all of you, Kirk. It is easier for me to care for you when you are younger, but sometimes one's parents are forgetful. We understand. I will care for you now. You will feel better after you eat.
Great. A food-fixating mothering computer.
It could in fact be very much that.
Fays, you're about to land on a planet inhabited by sentients in the middle of a settlement. If you are in control of this vessel, you must stop. You must not land there.
You will feel better after you eat, dear. Run along now. I'm very busy.
This computer is psychologically unstable. I wonder if illogic...
Captain, this computer shows no attention to logical principles. Therefore, I must conclude that demonstrations of illogic would have little impact upon it. I find the room fascinating, Captain, worthy of close examination in every regard. I would suggest that Dr. McCoy examine the woman lying on the floor.
That woman appears to need medical attention.
Someone seems to have been quite indiscriminate about damaging everything they could reach in here.
She's cataleptic, Jim. Completely submerged within her mind. Completely withdrawn from external stimuli. If I were to put her arm up in the air, it would stay there until I moved it back down.
Psychological damage or something physical?
I can't be sure, even with rather extensive tests. But from the tricorder readings, I would say some psychological shock ruptured an inherently fragile cognitive structure. In ancient times, they would have said she was skittish or prone to a nervous breakdown or weak-minded. There are a myriad of childhood developmental blind alleys that might restrict her adult pattern creation representation
Bones, stop. You're starting to sound like Spock.
You do not have to be insulting, Captain. An extremely complex mechanical construct, Captain. Readings indicate this is a functional AI, an artificial intelligence of considerable sophistication. It may not be in perfect condition, however. Certain power shunts may be repair solutions to malfunctioning subsets.
It sounds like you're saying there's scar tissue, where the machine healed old damage.
Precisely, Doctor. This machinery appears to have been a read-only computer terminal. The configuration and construction is unique, to say the least, from what I can make out. It is utterly destroyed, beyond any hope of repair. Are you suggesting I attempt a Vulcan mind meld, Captain?
It does seem an appropriate effort in this circumstance.
It will take me a moment to prepare myself. Doctor, please monitor her life signs. The procedure does entail some risk.
Not only to her, but to you too. Am I right?
I assure you, Doctor, I will retain sufficient distance to avoid being dragged into something from which I cannot withdraw.
Go ahead now, Spock.
I am Puzzlewit. I am the one who reads it all. I do not understand. I try. I read it all. So many ideas. Always jumbled, though. Cannot make sense of. Puzzlewit wants to know. Hope to discover why why I cannot. I try to remember it all. Then Tusken comes in. He destroys me. My hopes, all broken, all shattered. Ow. I'm broken in countless pieces.
Doctor?
No physical injuries, Captain. Not to him or to her.
Tusken's scared of me. Scared. For no reason. He thinks I know. I know, but I don't know. I don't understand. Nothing connects to anything else. I want to know it all. Hope then I'll understand. He thinks I'll hurt him. I don't hurt anybody. I just want to know more. Now I only know what I know. Never know what Puzzlewit doesn't know anymore.
What's going on here, Kirk?
We are trying to help this woman, Captain Klarr. Be quiet, or you'll put her and my science officer both at considerable risk.
He's trying to make a mental slave of the alien, Captain. She could tell him the secrets of this ship, of its transit through the Klingon Empire. Stop him!
We'll listen in a moment. I wouldn't have a representative of the Federation damaged or rendering assistance.
Puzzlewit remembers. Everything she reads. Subject. Screen laminates. Reflective. Subject to autotrophic bonding with molybdenized nitrous oxides in the presence of cyanodephosphortrihydrous gases. Subject. Wiring systems. Auxiliary to cryptolog.
Does Puzzlewit remember this ship passing through Klingon space, perhaps?
All the paralenses were copied prior to liftoff. No new encryption was permitted. We could only read, not write to them.
That's stellar ejector, Captain. Why would a computer terminal permit read-only interface, I ask you?
The builders didn't trust us. Didn't think we would be capable. We were damaged. Now, the reader is damaged. It's broken like Puzzlewit. like us all, like Tusken. The paralens can't be replaced. The reader can't be fixed. Puzzlewit can't be fixed. Nothing to read now. Nothing new to learn, to remember. Stupid. Like Tusken now.
This whole thing is stupid, if you ask me.
Anything but stupid, in fact. Captain Kirk, the library this woman read has been recorded entirely in her mind, although she lacks the ability to understand it or even to recall it in an orderly manner. She believed if she could fill up her mind, acquire enough knowledge, understanding would come. Now her personality is withdrawing, refusing to accept the loss of everything she has not yet been able to read. She pinned all her hopes on this, and without it, she may lose the will to live.
Do you know everything she knows now?
No, Captain Klarr, I do not. This race has very unusual mind patterns, and I am fortunate she was in as passive a state as she is mentally. It is very likely I would have been hurt were she less withdrawn to begin with. Moreover, the knowledge she does possess is a very peculiar admixture, reflecting this society's uneven level of advancement. Archaisms and startling breakthroughs coexist.
So there is much to be learned from this woman, and from this ship.
Knowledge the Federation would gladly share with friends, Captain Klarr.
Let nothing happen to this alien woman, Captain. If she should die, I would take it as an indication that you would sooner let her perish than share her special knowledge with the Klingon Empire.
Captain Klarr, if I took her aboard the Enterprise, I might be able to help her.
I would have expected such treachery from the likes of you. You'll start an interstellar incident like this.
I thought some of the folks on board this ship were paranoids.
Gentlemen. Captain Klarr, we don't want this woman to die any more than you do. Not because we want to milk her brain dry, but because she's an important being in her own right. Just as important to the universe as, well, as your companion here. Maybe more so. Dr. McCoy will do what he can. That's all that can be expected.
That's all I would expect. Goodbye for now, Captain. Expect to see us again.
The machine whirs, lights blink, and a pre-packaged container of food is deposited on the tray. The box of prepared food is light and compact. The red fruit comes free easily, dropping into your hand like it belongs there.
You got the plants to give fruit again, and I'd given up. Oh, I'm so happy. But I don't want to eat this. My son loves fruit, can't get enough, and I want him to have this. Please take it to him. He should be playing in the sleeping hall. I've warned him about not talking to strangers, but it's all right if you do so. You can tell him I said it was okay.
This is for me? Wow, thank you. Mom would really be happy. She has been so sad about not being able to give me what I like to eat. Even though I told her it was okay, she was really, really sad. Now she'll be really happy. Thank you.
Hi there, remember me?
Uh-huh. I remember. You wanted to ask me about something.
Tell me about Tusken and his friends.
Tusken and his friends aren't nice to me. They're nice to my mom because they trust her, though. She's the only one that brings them food. Sometimes she brings me safe food, too, but she hasn't lately. I get pretty hungry because the safe food I put away in a secret place isn't any good anymore.
Tell me about Tusken and his friends. Tell me about the playroom.
It's through there, through the east door. Tusken and his friends have taken it over. They play mean, except they don't play mean to my mom. That's on account of they think she won't let the food be bad.
Tell me about Tusken and his friends. Tell me about your mom.
Her name's Mom. She takes care of the garden, but she gets real sad a lot. She brings me fresh fruit, says it's good for me. I like fresh fruit, whole bunches. She hasn't brought me any in a while, and what I put away in a secret place isn't looking good anymore.
Tell me about Tusken. Tell me about the food.
The food out of the machines can make me feel really sleepy and not very good. Mom says it's because of the stuff they put in the food. Tusken says it's poison and won't take any food from anyone but my mom. I put some good food away in a secret place, but the food doesn't look so good anymore. Do you want to see?
Sure, why don't you show us? No, I don't think that's necessary. I think that's all for now, Stan Bob. Go on back to what you were doing. Maybe we can talk later. Sure, why don't you show us?
The youngster opens a hidden cabinet near him, and a sour smell like rotting fruit flows from the opening.
See, it went bad.
It's slippery, sloppy, stinky, and goopy, but you collect what's there into a large specimen bag. The youngster Stan Bob comes to the doorway.
Mom, these nice people got me some fruit. It's fresh and everything, so you don't need to be sad anymore.
Son, I'm so glad. It means the plants are healthy again, and you won't have to eat food I'm not sure is good for you. Thank you, strangers.
I'm going back to my room, Mom, but I wanted you to know.
A light scans the reeking glop, and the computer screen lights up.
The alkaloids present in this organic mass can be reduced to a high-potency tranquilizer. The undesirable emetics and purgatives can be eliminated. The resultant drug should be mixed with prepared food and eaten to produce a soporific effect. Do you wish to prepare the specified tranquilizer from this mix?
No, skip it. We'll just put this away and go on to something else. Yes, continue.
Done. The drug is prepared. Bring over the food you wish dosed with the drug, and the tranquilizer will be added.
A light scans the food box, and the computer screen lights up.
The food in this box has been prepared with standard quantities of tranquilizing alkaloids, calmatives, and euphorics. The drugs and chemicals added in preparation cannot be extracted without degradation of their potency. The high-potency dosage of alkaloid tranquilizer you have prepared may be added now, if you wish.
Go ahead. No, I don't think we need to do that. Go ahead.
I have to thank you again for what you did for my son. I was feeling so depressed because I couldn't give him the fruit I know is better for him than what the Fays make in the machinery. I don't trust the machinery food, and that's why I tended the garden, made fresh food. Even Tusken will eat food I give to him, and he doesn't trust anyone. If you ever need help, just show me what you want to give him.
Tusken will only accept food from you. You said you'd help us after we helped you. Would you give this to Tusken? It's heavily medicated, but that might help Dr. McCoy here to do something so he's better off.
I'll take this to Tusken now because I trust you. Go back to him and show him your food. He'll call for me, and I'll give him this instead. He'll be a good boy.
The red fruit comes free easily, dropping into your hand like it belongs there.
Protect me! They're after me! We'll hurt ya, so just stay back.
We really don't want to hurt you, you know, but you gotta stay back.
See here, Captain Klarr. I told you those Federation scum would be nosing around behind our backs.
The Klingon observers seem interested in remaining to watch what goes on here. The Klingon captain gravely takes the fruit, smells it, and takes a large bite from it.
Thank you. This is good. And while my aide might disagree, some food becomes that much sweeter when it is shared.
I'm more interested in a good fight than in talking.
I listened to my brother Rackaback and to my friend Tusken. They say we have to protect this room and keep anyone from getting into it. Tusken's afraid.
Watch what you say, Gormagon. You know I trust you.
He's just afraid, that's all.
I must admit I've met friendlier people, Bones.
Drug therapy. Primitive 21st century medicine. The people who built this ship must have thought that filling a person's bloodstream with chemicals could solve every medical problem. This Tusken seems paranoid, trying to control everything. He's got a great fear of anyone fooling around with his mind. If he were a crew member, I'd suggest tranquilizers and a lot of examinations.
Captain, I think as long as Tusken interferes, we will not be able to determine the source of his problems. If Dr. McCoy cannot treat him, perhaps I should attempt to examine him through a mind meld.
Captain Tusken bullies everyone. I think he's afraid of everyone, and that includes us. We should find a way to calm him down, I think. There must be some practical way. Perhaps we just need to see how he reacts to things, and then we can make a plan.
The red fruit comes free easily, dropping into your hand like it belongs there.
Protect me! They're after me! We'll hurt ya, so just stay back.
We really don't want to hurt you, you know, but you gotta stay back!
Captain Kirk, I see our investigations bring us together once more.
The Klingon observers seem interested in remaining to watch what goes on here.
I am hungry. So hungry. It looks like good, wholesome. Maul? Where's Maul? I don't take nothing from nobody. Nobody except her. You do something to it. Make me different. You'd rewire my head.
Call for me, Tusken? I thought you might be hungry, so I brought you something you can safely eat. You know you can trust me, Tusken.
Yeah, I know I can. And I am hungry. Didn't want to eat something I couldn't be sure of, though. Give me that. Now I want to take a nap. Maul, you watch out for me, okay?
The Klingon captain gravely takes the fruit, smells it, and takes a large bite from it.
Thank you. This is good. And while my aide might disagree, some food becomes that much sweeter when it is shared.
I think Gormagon is the one to click with, Captain. Fortunately, he seems pretty reasonable to talk to, or at least to interact with. Except for the way he's bullied all the time.
I think Gormagon may hold the key to our understanding of this situation, Captain. He seems rather more reasonable than some others here.
Rackaback seems like he could be a big problem for us, Jim. He's obviously prone to violence, and there may be no gentle way to deal with him. He's clearly unreasonable.
Rackaback falls, defenseless against the power of the phaser.
An inelegant solution, Captain Kirk, but efficient.
I listened to my brother Rackaback and to my friend Tusken. They say we have to protect this room and keep anyone from getting into it. Tusken's afraid. Well, Tusken's just confused. I don't think I should go into it right now, but he thinks if people knew all about this place, they'd hurt his mind. Actually, I'm sure things would change. It might be a change for the better, maybe. Maybe not. I'm not sure what to think of you. I just don't know if I should trust you.
Well, Gormagon, I think you should trust them. They've repaired the garden, which is good for all of us. They gave fresh fruit to my boy Stan Bob, when even his own mother couldn't manage that.
Gormagon, neither my aide nor I came aboard this ship expecting anything but treachery and venality from these people. They've impressed me, and I commend them to you.
Well, despite some misgivings I had, I'll accept what others have said about you. I think I should show you the way into the heart of the phase, the secret entry that Tusken is so afraid of. I feel that something good can come of this.
this strange feeling about this room. We might find a lot of answers here. The primary reason we came aboard was to find a way to stop you from landing on top of our colony on Atabis, which would certainly kill thousands of our people. Now that your external senses are functional, have you altered your plans about where you intend to put the ship down? How did your systems become damaged?
I'm curious about what your builders really had in mind, shipping off all these people off-planet. There seems to have been some shadier agenda. The eugenics wars of our own past produced some of the ugliest abuses in human history, and notorious characters like Khan Noonien Singh, whose name still resounds with infamy. How is this ship you call the Compassion justified?
I'd be interested to learn more about those who built this ship. Their achievements certainly seem erratic in sophistication, but much of it goes beyond even what we are capable of accomplishing today. For example, the paralens medium for recording computer data is something we are only now beginning to explore. I think there's much to be learned from these people. That's all for now, Faze. I assume we can talk to you if we have more questions. The primary reason we came aboard was to find a way to stop you from landing on top of our colony on Atabis. How did your systems become damaged?
I am sorry I cannot explain this at this time. I do not even know if it is explicable, but I will search my memory for an answer for you. Then are there other questions?
The primary reason we came aboard was to find a way to stop you from landing on top of our colony on Atabis, which would certainly kill thousands of our people. Now that your external senses are functional, have you altered your plans about where you intend to put the ship down?
No, Captain Kirk. I will certainly not set the Compassion down in a populated area, now that I can see it is there. I am at present in communication with the planetary authorities, and they are directing me to a stationary orbit until further arrangements can be made for my wards. Then are there other questions?
Is the ship still set to land on Atabis colony? Please clarify the anomalies we have perceived while being on board.
I am sorry I cannot explain this at this time. I do not even know if it is explicable, but I will search my memory for an answer for you. Then are there other questions?
Is the ship please?
I'm curious about what your builders really had in mind, shipping off all these people off-planet. There seems to have been some shadier agenda. The eugenics wars of our own past produced some of the ugliest abuses in human history, and notorious characters like Khan Noonien Singh, whose name still resounds with infamy. How is this ship you call the Compassion justified?
I have no information about your eugenics wars, but a fundamental social philosophy of the builders was that civilized people of goodwill would tolerate and value variability as a sign of cultural and social health. That a civilization will be judged by its tolerance of disparate ideas, by how it treats those who cannot protect themselves, be they very young, very old, or otherwise challenged, by the measure of altruism extended to those less powerful, even when rightfully in possession of something desired.
A central aspect of Vulcan philosophy is embodied in the Idic. Infinite diversity in infinite combinations. It would seem the builders pursued similar high ideals.
High ideals, perhaps, but that does not explain why these people are in space phase.
More than this I cannot explain. However, you can locate additional library data under the heading Compassion. Oh, I haven't made it available. I should have done that immediately. I can't imagine why I didn't think of it.
Fascinating, Captain. That instance of forgetfulness makes it possible to speculate that the phase is not wholly restored after all.
Then are there other questions?
Is the ship still set to land on Atabis? Please.
I'd still like to know a little.
I'd be interested to learn more about those who built this ship.
My best recommendation is to examine the library records under Builders or Technology. There is more data than I can easily explain. Then are there other questions?
Is the ship still set to land on Atabis? That's all for now, Faze. I assume we can talk to you if we have more questions.
Now wait 1 minute, Kirk. I make my request politely and I am ignored. That cannot go unnoticed. I demand the right to be heard.
Please, ask freely. I will answer as best I can.
Hayes, this ship passed through the heart of Klingon space. We were not even aware of it until it was nearly out of our territory. We backtracked it and found it must have closely approached places we find sensitive. We expect assurances that data you may have collected there will not reach the hands of those who mean us harm.
We seek proof. We expect you to download your entire memory into our ship's computers, that we may search it for data you have no right to.
Thereby would you not acquire data to which you have no right?
My age speaks too strongly. While it is true we are interested in the knowledge and technology you possess, technology to pass through our empire undetected, knowledge of how to twist space back upon itself, for that data, we will treat with you as one civilized people with another. But it is a justified request that we ask you to destroy all data dealing with anything you learn within our borders.
Had I any data, I would agree to seal it. However, as you should have deduced, I have none. Until my sensory systems were repaired, my ability to receive and process data was severely impaired, especially in regard to external data updates. Based on my presentry analysis of nearby space, I would speculate that my only data on your present sphere of influence would be as that area of space existed a very long time ago indeed.
That is information for us to know, not you. Erase it.
Silence! Hayes, we would welcome access to that information, but on the same basis as we would bargain with you for technological data. We have more to offer with you, I believe, than the Federation represented by these others.
Klingon Kongpalha, Nesoy, Hadkla. So web kordo.
So Yosh, Dua Moha, Verde not Lach.
Phase, do not be hasty making that decision.
I lack sufficient data to make any assessment. I can give no answer at this time. I will do my best, Captain. Although intelligent entities often find that there are more questions than answers.
I worked with things like these when I was younger. Given our surroundings, see if you don't find this more useful.
Allow me, Captain. Let me do that. The information I acquired from Puzzlewit's mind indicates this could be a delicate operation, easily mishandled. I think you will find it fits just here. Lieutenant Uhura, if you will bring over that length of wire while I hold this in place, I believe we can get this repaired speedily.
Certainly, Mr. Spock. With that in place, I can see that it will easily fit. Here.
The final connection is made, and Uhura smiles widely.
That's it! That fixes the broken connection.
Thank you. I am now once again whole, and no longer an intelligence divided against myself. The system you repaired will re-enable me to analyze and update received data from external and internal sensor systems, altering conceptual constructs of previously acquired data. These systems appear to have been malfunctioning for some time, although it will take additional review to clarify all conditions. Much may have been lost permanently.
Jim, do you notice? The phase isn't switching between I and we like it did in the oratory, and the voice is a single note, not a harmonic chord of blended voices.
And it hasn't suggested we go get something to eat either.
I am chagrined that my disabilities have endangered my mission. The compassion was launched with the best of intentions. If I can answer anyone's questions, I will endeavor to do so.
Captain Kirk, you don't mind if I ask a question, do you?
You'll get your turn, Klingon. Just hold your horses. Other things come first. Be my guest, Captain. Ask away.
That you give me first place to speak is a mark of honor, Captain Kirk, and does not pass unnoticed, particularly in light of the urgency of your own questions. Hayes, this ship passed through the heart of Klingon space. We were not even aware of it until it was nearly out of our territory. We backtracked it and found it must have closely approached places we find sensitive. We expect assurances that data you may have collected there will not reach the hands of those who mean us harm.
We seek proof. We expect you to download your entire memory into our ship's computers, that we may search it for data you have no right to.
Thereby would you not acquire data to which you have no right?
My aide speaks too strongly. While it is true we are interested in the knowledge and technology you possess, technology to pass through our empire undetected, knowledge of how to twist space back upon itself. For that data, we will treat with you as one civilized people with another. But it is a justified request that we ask you to destroy all data dealing with anything you learn within our borders.
Had I any data, I would agree to seal it. However, as you should have deduced, I have none. Until my sensory systems were repaired, my ability to receive and process data was severely impaired, especially in regard to external data updates. Based on my presentry analysis of nearby space, I would speculate that my only data on your present sphere of influence would be as that area of space existed a very long time ago indeed.
That is information for us to know, not you. Erase it.
Silence! Hayes, we would welcome access to that information, but on the same basis as we would bargain with you for technological data. We have more to offer with you, I believe, than the Federation represented by these others.
Klingon Komparhak Nesoy Hadklar. So web kordo.
Phase, do not be hasty making that decision.
I lack sufficient data to make any assessment. I can give no answer at this time.
Is the ship still set to land on Atabis colony?
No, Captain Kirk. I will certainly not set the Compassion down in a populated area, now that I can see it is there. I am at present in communication with the planetary authorities, and they are directing me to a stationary orbit until further arrangements can be made for my wards. Then are there other questions?
Is the ship still... Please clarify the anomalies we have perceived while being on board.
I am sorry I cannot explain this at this time. I do not even know if it is explicable, but I will search my memory for an answer for you. Then are there other questions?
Now just 1 minute, Phase. Are you listening? You keep saying you can't remember or you lack data or what have you. Even the library data seems vague, incomplete, and contradictory. If you don't know, then who does?
Forgive the pause. I had to think long and hard to discover if you had correctly passed this final test. You correctly identify the heart of the matter. Let me introduce you to my builders.
This is madness! Phase, what is this?
Despite our misgivings, you have shown yourselves to be the representatives of spacefaring peoples we, the Brassica, would most trust to make first contact with. The contest has been in progress for some time, situations in which your true colors have been explored. The invitation has been made. You may return to your ship if you prefer, or you may step through whenever you are ready. Then, the final round begins.
I think you have it right, Captain Klarr. This is madness, Jim.
I think, Bones, it's Shakespeare who had it right. Though this be madness, yet there is a method in it.
I agree with the sentiment, Captain Kirk. There is something more going on here, far deeper than first appearances have suggested. I imagine you will accept the invitation. I will certainly choose to go, whether you do or not. I believe the invitation is extended to all.
I will not permit that, Captain Klarr. I will take all methods to prevent you. I will not go. It is certainly a Federation trick.
You begin to sound like Tusken in the other room. Get a grip of yourself and act like an officer.
No effect. crystalline lens feels cool and surprisingly heavy, with smoothly polished edges. That doesn't seem appropriate at this time. This doesn't seem to have any application here.
No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary.
Captain Klarr, I will not let you depart. These human scum have tricked you. If I have to beat up all of you, I will. You, Vulcan, you understand orders. Help me knock out my mad captain, and I will take him away and out of your hair.
Startled, the Klingon's eyes glaze even as he glares furiously, struggling to remain conscious.
Captain, I told you they couldn't be trusted.
I'll send you back aboard, Raul. But unless the humans betray me, I have to pass through that portal to explore what lies beyond.
Mr. Scott, they've disappeared off the sensors.
What do you mean, laddie?
They've just vanished.